Well, I think most for me is the fact that it is very scientific, very systematic. It gives us all a standard in leadership that we can go with, and a way for us to check on each other and make sure that we're competent and that we're doing things the right way. Um, for me, it has really helped with being more systematic, um, taking and making more systems for myself, and that has freed up some time for me in not searching for things and doing things. So it's actually helped me a lot personally. Um, as a manager, I guess the biggest thing that it's helped me with is asking questions in coaching and not making judgments. I've got a couple of people who I thought were having some real problems getting some things done, wasn't sure why, and when I was able to go in without judging and ask questions, I found that there was some miscommunication, some misunderstanding. Um, when I coached with questions, it got them on track. They've made progress just in the last few weeks that it took months and months before to get to. So it's helped a lot in that way.
Okay, you talked about transparency as being one of the things that you found useful. Could you expand on that a little?
Well, I think that transparency is so important for us because those people who are in the production field, it's very easy to see how many tubes get made or how many pounds of product. But within my group, within a group that works in service, it's often hard to see what people are working on. Are they working on the right things? And especially for the staff and the plant manager to know whether we're working on the things that he thinks are important, that are important to support the plant. With transparency, he's able to come over and see, we're able to see where we have problems, put extra effort there, or help people that are having problems, but also it shows the successes that we have because those are also made transparent as we go through and find a way to do that. And I'm not sure that we're completely, well, I know we're not completely there yet, but that's what we're going to be working on with our visual management center, is making those key things that are so important visual, make them transparent so that it's easy for everyone to see what we're working on, what problems we have, and what we're doing to solve those problems.
Okay, what impact has it had on the business so far?
Well, I think so far the biggest change that I've seen is that people are working to the direction of trying to make things more transparent. We've had a lot of folks working on the visual management centers. It's given us a common language to talk about. We understand when someone talks about something because we've all been through the same thing. So it gives us a chance to do that, but it also gives us a chance to, remind people when they're not doing something, or say, hey, that's great when they are following it, because we know what we're supposed to be doing. We've got a standard that we can refer back to.
Okay. If you were to recommend this program to anybody else, what would be your reasons for recommending it?
Well, we've done a lot with lean manufacturing up to this point, and done a lot with just-in-time, read lots of Toyota books and things, and we've been able to be somewhat successful doing that. But I think that this is the foundation. It's the management Toyota tool that we've been missing. Without it, you can go to a certain length with lean manufacturing, but without having a consistent scientific tool for leaders, it can't be as successful as it could be if you've got that foundation and a good way of helping people and working through it. So I think for us, this is one of the keys. The real key to whether or not lean can go forward and we can continue to make continuous improvement, do things right, is having this leadership, the scientific or systematic leadership that blends so well with lean manufacturing.
Okay, so what's next for you with what you've got so far?
Well, right now with my group, the next thing is working on our visual management center to make those key items transparent. We do a morning meeting every morning to see where people are and try and work through things. But without having a transparent ability to look at where people are, what projects we're having trouble with, it's hard sometimes to manage and put people where they need to be or put the effort where it needs to be. So that's our next push, is to try and make all of the key things transparent so that everyone can be able to see where our problems are, what we're doing to solve those, and what we need to do. Up until now, we can talk about it, we can do a lot of things, but it's not apparent, it's not visual. And the visualness of those key principles, I think, is going to make a big difference.
Okay, and what's your expectations of the impact on this on the business in the next 6 to 12 months?
Oh, I think in the next 6 to 12 months we will see, I don't know percentage-wise, maybe 15-20% increase, but I think it's an ongoing thing that not only in the next 6 or 12 months are we going to make progress, but with continuous improvement, with leading in this way, I think that it continually will get better and better. This is a wonderful place to work already, but I think it's going to be even better with this, because we'll be able to hold people accountable, and not in a bad way, and I think they'll be able to see that this is a positive thing. Whenever we've done questionnaires and asked what our problem within the plant is, almost always from the employees has come back, we don't hold people accountable. This gives us an opportunity to do that, to help people succeed, and show that we're holding people accountable. So I think that will make a tremendous difference, not only in our production, but also in the atmosphere of the workplace.
Okay, thanks very much for your thoughts, Dave.
You're very welcome.